In the dead of night, on a desolate desert road, a lone torch flickers. Its light casts long, unnatural shadows that writhe across the sand. Moses, the chosen prophet, journeys with his family, unaware that the divine presence he serves is about to turn against him. This is one of the Bible's most terrifying and enigmatic passages. The day God tried to kill Moses. Not long before this night, Moses stood before a miracle, a bush that burned but was not consumed. From within these impossible flames, a voice called out, charging him with a divine mission to return to Egypt and liberate his people. He was given a staff, a promise, and a purpose. With this divine mandate, he began the long, arduous journey back to the land of his birth, his wife Zipporah and his sons by his side. The path was lonely. The wind howled across the dunes, and the vast, star-filled sky seemed to press down on them. Then, without warning, it happened. At a lodging place along the way, a dark, unseen force descended upon them. The air grew cold, the torch was instantly extinguished, and Moses collapsed, gasping for breath as if an invisible hand was squeezing the life from him. He was under attack, not from a desert predator or a human enemy, but from the very God who had sent him on this sacred quest. Zipporah could only watch in terror as her husband trembled on the brink of death, the darkness closing in around them. Why? Why would God anoint a prophet only to strike him down at the start of his mission? This abrupt, violent turn defies all logic. Just moments before, Moses was God's chosen instrument. Now, he was God's target. The sacred texts offer just 3 cryptic verses to explain this divine assault, leaving a void of unanswered questions that has haunted theologians for centuries. What had Moses done to provoke such immediate and lethal wrath? As Moses writhed in the grip of this divine power, a memory flickered, a forgotten command, a sacred covenant. Ancient law, carved in stone and passed through generations, demanded a physical sign of commitment to God, circumcision. And in the urgency of their departure from Midian, Moses' son had been left uncircumcised. It was a breach of the covenant, an act of disobedience that, in God's eyes, was a capital offense. In that terrifying moment, Zipporah understood what Moses could not. Her fear transformed into desperate clarity. With no time to spare, she seized a sharp flint knife. The glint of the stone under the faint starlight was the only hope they had left. She performed the ancient rite on her son, an act of brutal necessity to appease the divine anger. Taking the proof of the covenant, she touched it to Moses' feet, declaring him a bridegroom of blood. Instantly, the attack ceased. The suffocating presence withdrew. The darkness receded, and Moses could breathe again. He was saved, not by his own power or pleas, but by his wife's quick thinking and a ritual of blood. God simply let him go. The Bible moves on from this bizarre episode almost as quickly as it began, leaving us to grapple with its chilling implications. This story is often glossed over, a forbidden footnote in the grand narrative of the Exodus. It's a passage that feels raw, ancient, and deeply unsettling. It reveals a side of the divine that is far from the gentle shepherd of popular imagination. This is a God of strict laws and deadly consequences, a sovereign who demands absolute obedience, down to the smallest detail. The attack on Moses serves as a stark reminder that a covenant with God is not a casual agreement. It is a bond sealed in commitment, where the stakes are life and death. Scholars remain deeply troubled by this passage because it resists easy explanation. It presents a God who seems arbitrary and dangerously volatile. Was this a test? A punishment? Or a brutal lesson that no one, not even the most favored prophet, is above the law? The text forces us to confront the terrifying mystery at the heart of faith, the immense, and sometimes lethal, gap between human understanding and divine will. This ancient story isn't just a relic of the past. It serves as a timeless warning. In a world that often seeks to simplify faith and make God comfortable, This passage reminds us of the profound and demanding nature of divine law. It challenges us to look beyond easy answers and grapple with the difficult, uncomfortable truths hidden within the Scriptures. To support our exploration of these hidden and often uncomfortable biblical truths, please check out the featured items in the description below. Every purchase helps EerieDoseYT continue to uncover the stories that history has tried to bury. Thank you for your support. New episodes exploring the dark and forbidden corners of biblical history are released every Sunday on EerieDoseYT. We often split these deep dives into multiple parts, with the full uninterrupted episode available for you to experience. The horror in these stories is real because the events were real. This is EerieDoseYT. Like this video if you want more content like this. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our journey into the shadows of the past. Let us know your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching.